kind of close this thing out strong here before we get into the conference?
Yeah, these guys have done a great job. Everybody got, when you get back at Christmas, it's like, all right, everybody get back on time. They got back in on the night of the 26th. We had a team meal, and then they've been really good. We've gone 2-a-days a couple days. Today we'll just go once, and then we'll play tomorrow. But it's good. We want to finish on the high note, play the right way, take care of the ball, share the ball, defend, rebound, and then get a lot of good momentum headed to Fort Worth this weekend.
What have you seen from your two freshmen after, kind of the midway point officially?
Yeah, just, good, bad, ugly. Inconsistency, just kind of what you would expect. Probably thrown them into the fire a little bit earlier than they probably may have thought that they'd be thrown into. But, that was the kind of our roster makeup this year that, we needed them to step in and play a good role for us. And so I think they've done some good things. Their energy, and they compete and they have great energy, and they're everyday guys. And if they continue to do that, making shots, learning decisions, or decision making will grow. Understanding game plans will grow. But they've been good. It's hard to just over-evaluate them, because I think we are probably putting a lot on their plate, when they're, playing in that 6, 7, 8 role off the bench.
What, for freshmen, it seems like it can always go two ways. Either the game slows down, they're not freshmen anymore, or they hit a wall.
Yeah.
How do you try to help them navigate the former, not the latter?
You just you try to switch them on teams a little bit. With red and gray, you throw them on red for a little bit. Try to, play with some of the other guys, get some confidence. You try to make sure you're talking to them every day, whether it's joking with Caleb about the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, and or talking to Trey about something that's going on with him, just to let them know that you're invested in them and you care about them, and then hopefully that the anxiety and stuff will go away. But there's a lot on these kids, and so we need everybody to take a big step as we go through in the conference. That's just the reality.
Not that you're going to want to put more on their plate or expectation, but how much, if either of them can get it going, especially shooting, can that solve a problem for you guys or make things better?
Well, it's huge. I think they both compete defensively. I think so. That's huge. Obviously, there's you can critique their game if you want, but they compete offensively. We need them to take a big step, and that's taking care of the ball, valuing the ball, making shots. We need both those guys. They're both very capable of making threes. It just hasn't transcended into games as of late.
You study 3-point shots better than anybody I've ever known. Going over, looking not only at makes but misses and everything. What do you see with Bolton on those?
Man, it's tough. It's like I said, if you just you put them in like 10 shot slots, you know what I mean? So on every 10 shots, how many are good, how many are bad? I still think he's taken 6 or 7 good of the 10. The 3 or 4 bad ones of the 10, those are going to be tough to make. He's got to make 3 of the 6 good ones, and if he does that, and takes away 1 or 2 of the bad ones, now his numbers jump up, astronomically. It's just like defensive field goal percentage change astronomically just based on 3 to 5 stops. I think Brad Stevens talked one time, it's like 3 possessions can influence you almost 2 percentage points, which from 41 to 39 or 43 to 41 is a big deal. Rossier's just got to keep shooting. These guys, I watch them do individual workouts. I watch them shoot in practice. They make shots. Like I said, I go back, I looked at Baylor, and Baylor didn't shoot it well in the preseason last year, and they really made shots as throughout the conference. That became the strength of their team. And so hopefully that hopefully that happens with, guys like Rossier. We touched on the 2 freshmen, Prentice. Obviously we got Tyrese shooting at a high level, and then Terrence is starting to, kind of buy into his role, and he's shown glimpses of obviously being able to shoot the basketball for us.
When Rashir's going through his thing, what he's going through right now, does a player tend to change stuff? Change some of his fundamentals, his shot, his stroke, his release point?
No,
because Lester Halliburton said he changed his release point very early in the season. He changed something. Maybe he didn't.
Yeah, maybe he did. I think, man, I don't think so. I think Rossier just needs to come in, compete every day, work extremely hard, pay attention to the details, be aggressive, be in attack mode. One of the things I think he's done a good job, You know, assist to turnover ratio is a lot better than it was a year ago. You know, we just got to get the 3-point shooting, you know, back up. You know, when you look at his numbers, his 2-point percentage has been really good. You just got to keep giving him confidence. You know, I don't talk to him much about 3-point line outside of, you know, if it's not a good look, drive it. But if it's wide open, man, he's got to take it, and you know, he'll make them, and he should make them at a good percentage as we go forward.
You guys is taking care of the ball. How much has that facilitated the good offense that, you know, despite us talking about 3-point shooting, you guys are still running?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you really look at it, it's, you know, your offense, when you're missing shots, it obviously can really hurt your defense, especially because we play fast. And you take some quick shots, you probably got to take out of it. But, you know, I was sitting with Tyrese the other day. We were just laughing. We're like, man, we're 10th in 3-point shooting, and we're second in the league in scoring, and we're second in the league in field goal percentage, to where if we even made any shots, where would we be? And that would also hopefully influence our defense as well, too. But I think our team has to understand, when we're not making shots, can we, you know, if you look at Kansas, you look at West Virginia, you look at Baylor, you look at those teams' defensive numbers, they're very good. So we've got to get back to that. But I think we've built on it and worked at it these last couple of weeks to get better at it.
Is the lack of turnovers what you expected, given, I mean, obviously with Tyrese, but then new backcourt guys, sometimes that can take a while.
Yeah, Prentice has been great. I think Prentice is 2-1, so that's been great. And all the guys, nobody's really turned it over. I think I guess they tweeted out the other day, because I don't really look at the national rankings, but I saw we're top 5 in assists, top 5 in assist to turnover ratio, top 5 in least turnovers. And we play at a great tempo and pace, so that says even more about these guys. We just gotta do two things. We gotta rebound, and we gotta defend the 3 and make threes. And if we can do that, I think, you know, your record probably is a little bit better, you know, and then we're gonna have a really good conference here if we can do those two things better.
Tyrese's wrist okay?
It'd be all right. How you know about that?
I can just see that it's wrapped.
Oh, yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
No great reporting on that.
No.
Seeing through a window.
He's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Good eyes, but he's fine.
Contacts.
Yeah.